Hey what's up guys, Brace here, and we're back at it again for another video, and today we'll be doing a hot lap guide of Zandvoort. Now this track is a new track on the F1 2020 calendar. I don't think we'll be seeing it this year, but hopefully next year. I definitely like this track a lot more than Hanoi. I just think the flow of this track in an F1 car in this game is just really good, and it's definitely a really hard track to gain time on, but once you get it right, it is super satisfying, and this is just one of my favorite tracks so far, and I think it's also one of my fastest tracks that I've been able to do this year. So let's get right into it. So getting an exit out of the last corner is pretty simple. Going down to turn 1, braking right before the 50. This is pretty much a really big hairpin. I like to take a really tight line and kind of open up the car once the curb ends, trying to get as good an exit as you can. Downshifting and braking a tiny bit before the 50 and keeping it really sharp through here, going through this carousel section. Again, a little bit of a late apex, but also trying to get a good entry as well. But the exit is very key here because this will lead you on to a pretty decent straight. A very tiny S, I guess you could say, but just a little quick left right, and then going down to this corner, downshifting from 7th to 6th, keeping it tight through here. Another hard section of the track, braking right before the 50, got on the grass a little bit, taking this curb and carrying the car on this left curb. Make sure you use that left curb because you really can gain some time. Braking down to 3rd gear, clipping this curb. I think I took a little bit too much. I probably could have carried a bit more speed through there. And basically bringing the car to the right, braking at the 53rd gear, another left-hander, trying to keep it as tight as you can and making the exit as smooth as possible. DRS open as early as you can. Now going down to this corner is probably the hardest section of the track actually. Braking right before the curb starts, down to 3rd gear, taking as much curb as you can but also not too much, and going down to this corner right here, trying to keep it tight, and the exit off of this corner is super important. You really want to get a good exit out of that. Right after the 50, go down to 4th gear. You try not to clip that curb on the inside. You can lose some time, and also it's super easy to invalidate your lap on that curb, and keeping it tight here, DRS as early as you can. So yeah, that is a lap around Zandvoort. Really the key thing is the big soil switch curbs. You really want to not go on those because they really can upset the car. It really can imbalance the car, and you can lose a lot of time. So Zandvoort is a super fun track. I really like it. Here's the setup right on screen right here. This is a race setup as well as a setup that I use for time trial. Works really good. So yeah, this track is really fun. I like the flow of it, and so far my fastest lap is a 0.9, basically a 9 flat, but I'm still working on it. I'm trying to get into the 8s, high 8s. But yeah, hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, leave a like down below, and I'll see you in the next video, guys. Bye bye.